What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, a certified personal trainer, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. Today's video, I really want to be a cautionary tale. This is a perfect example of what happens, what can happen in multi-level marketing. But before we do, if you would like to follow me on social media, here is where you can do that. Instagram and TikTok are where I'm the most active, so you can check me out there, whichever platform you prefer. I am having a lot of fun on TikTok, actually. A little background. Apparently, these are two leaders, two people that were in the top ranks in Sensi, I believe. And very similar to what happened to Justin Prince and Modair, they woke up to an email basically saying that they were terminated. So we're going to hear their story. Shout out to the person that sent this to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And if you have something that you want me to see, feel free to go to erinbees.com and you can submit. You can upload documents. Let me know about Zooms that are coming up. Whatever you want me to see. Also, really excited, guys, because I have a package coming from SheFit. If you don't know, this video is not sponsored, but I would like to be. I would like it to be. SheFit is actually the sports bra that I'm wearing here. And they're sending me a package. And I'm real excited to show you guys. If you are somebody that has a large chest and you like to work out and you have a hard time with sports bras because they're not adjustable. These are adjustable here. These are little Velcro straps, just as a little preview. And you can adjust it along the rib cage too. So very cool. It zips up the front. There will be more to come on that, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm really excited about it. Anyways, let's watch today's video together. As always, leave your comments below. And this is going to be a very nuanced video. And what I mean by that is many things can be true at the same time. We can sit here and say, this is what happens in multi-level marketing. This is what happens. But we can also say, hey, that really sucks because these people put so much stock, time, energy, literally stock, time and energy, and now they are out of a source of income. And my hope in having this conversation here is that people that are thinking about joining an MLM, people that are a part of a multi-level marketing company, people that are in the top think, if it can happen to them, it can happen to anybody, because at the end of the day, these multi-level marketing companies can do whatever they want.
Okay, so do you want to start?
Sure. What's up, guys? Brian Alsalki here. The sole purpose for us making this video is just to be able to communicate our understanding of a very big decision that was made yesterday. Where the goal in this is not to boast up ourselves or make anybody look bad or any entity look bad or anything like that. It's strictly informational on the things that we've been advised that we can speak to, and just to allow our part of the story at least to be heard, because I'm sure once the news of this gets out, there will be calls, there will be texts, there will be emails, all of that stuff. And so if this is out there, we can just point people to this and say, currently that's what we have to say. So Tuesday of this week on today's August 31st, but Tuesday of this week, we got an email from our company, the corporation that we're 1099 contract laborers for, that it had gotten called into question on some businesses that we were running that were not that company's business. And
I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful, because at least he's acknowledging that they don't own their own business through this multi-level marketing company, which I do believe is Sensi, that they are a 1099 contracted worker. I'm hopeful because he's addressing that. But at the same time, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
So we quickly called to say we don't have any other businesses. We have a podcast that isn't monetized, that we don't make any money on. We have a marriage ministry.
Is the marriage ministry a business? I don't know. I'm hearing somewhere in all of this, not this video, but through my research, that they also have some sort of a flower business which is that tied to an LLC? Is that considered a corporation? Is that considered your business? We don't know.
But we have no business. We have no other LLCs, no other S corps, no other corporations, nothing. They're not businesses. And so we thought it was a big misunderstanding. And after a very long phone call with that department,
Compliance.
we still didn't have a lot of clarification on what they wanted from us, but we knew that we at least needed to show that they weren't businesses. And so we did that. We wrote a very extensive email explaining that and left it at that. We knew it was, again, it's a misunderstanding. We knew it was a misunderstanding. They met on Thursday, didn't reach a decision, told us they would talk to us on yesterday. And we got an email yesterday informing us that they have decided to move forward with the cancellation.
So they were terminated. Now, I said just a few minutes ago, this is probably going to be very nuanced, right? There's a lot of kind of gray area in this. And when I say that, or why I say that, is because typically in these multi-level marketing companies, when you hit a certain rank, you are not able to do other things. In the majority of MLM companies, not all of them, but the majority of them. I don't know what rank these two were in their MLM company that they were a part of, but I would venture to say that if they knew that they were going to be getting calls and text messages when they were terminated, they probably had a substantial team. That being said, they probably agreed to certain conditions by being in the top ranks of that company, if they are in the top ranks. But also, this is just a crappy situation. I mean, I think that we as humans can be empathetic to the fact that now these people are, they had this income, and I'm not saying the way that they made this income was ethical, in my opinion, but now they're out of this income that they've had for however many years. And again, not ethical, the way that they made the income, but it's just a sucky situation. But I do think, and I'm going to say this many times throughout this video, this is a cautionary tale. There's so much emphasis on moving up the ranks in these multi-level marketing companies. And at the end of the day, they can do whatever they want. And when we see many of these distributors in these companies that are pitching online that they're their own boss because they make their own hours, when things like this happen, the anti-MLM movement is able to say, see, here's yet one example that comes from people that used to be in multi-level marketing that were terminated. How are you your own business owner if you were terminated from your company?
We're in shock. We don't know. This was never something that could have happened. It wasn't. We've done everything we could possibly that we know to do to be upstanding members of this community. And because we don't have any other businesses, this is our sole means of income. So
the ironic part about that is we will hear sometimes on social media, some of these people that are in the top ranks of these companies will say, diversify your income, but there's so much emphasis on hitting a certain rank, making a certain income, retiring your spouse, being your own boss, and it's on a deck of cards. I mean, it's so fragile. You could do something and the company could say, you know what, we're just kind of tired of paying them, this top rank. We're tired of paying them that, and we're just going to get rid of them. We're going to find ways that we can just say, hey, we're not going to pay you. We're going to terminate you so that they can absorb that income. It's just, in my opinion, okay? This is wild.
This is going to change a lot of things. And we're confused. We're hurt. We're upset. I don't even, the amount of emotions we've had in the last 24 hours from every aspect are all over the place. But the thing we want you guys to know, anybody watching this, or what we would ask of you, is just be praying for us. We don't know what the future looks like. We don't know what the next 60 days looks like. We've been able to talk to our kids and have just good conversations with them about how sometimes life throws things at you that you never saw coming. But we did things as right as we knew how to do them. And
let me speak on this for a second. I remember feeling that way. And when I say that, what I mean is when I was in multi-level marketing and I started to get out of multi-level marketing. I started to question. I started to dip my toes in the water of anti-MLM commentary and education. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. And then it was like, no. Once I was real honest with myself and I was angry about it, I was able to admit that, yeah, this happens. Not only has it happened in this company, but I could go back and list multiple companies that I was a part of that things the movement was talking about were actually happening. I can also remember not fully facing what I did while I was in a multi-level marketing company and not understanding the manipulation tactics that I used to try and recruit. When I got out, I really thought, oh, I didn't do any of that. Yes, I did. Yeah, because it's taught. You're taught to manipulate. You're taught to, post emotionally charged content. You're taught to talk about people's pain points. You're taught to sort people into different categories, whether it's color, personality, or animals, or whatever. You're taught to constantly be on the attack, for a lack of a better term. Either recruiting people or, that person's going to either be a recruit on my team or they're going to be a customer or whatever. It's ingrained in you. And there's a process that you have to go through and a level of honesty that you have to go through to realize after you've spent time in a multi-level marketing company and been at the top that you go, I feel like I was trying to do things as ethical as I possibly could, but you're participating in an unethical business model. You at the top of the pyramid are making the most money off of the efforts of the people below you, whether they actually have customers and team members of their own, or they're just ordering the products for themselves. So I can remember feeling like that, when I was working my way out and when I first got out, thinking, oh, I didn't do any of that. Yes, I did. And I don't know these people's spiritual beliefs. They said that they have, a couple's ministry. And I don't understand, if these two are Christians, how they can justify, once they really see what multi-level marketing is, that their beliefs would be okay with them participating in a multi-level marketing company. And I don't know where they're at in all of this. I would imagine they're quite shocked here. I get that. But just kind of fast forwarding a little bit, it just makes me think, well, he thinks that what they were participating in, the way that they were participating in an unethical business model was, I don't think he said the word righteous, but I'll use that here, was righteous or even ethical. But when you look back and you step away from multi-level marketing and you start breaking through that smoke screen and breaking through that MLM filter, and you start looking at what you're doing, even if you thought you were being ethical, you were not being ethical because you were trying to bring people into an unethical business model. So I don't know why I wanted to bring that up here, but when he said that, I was like, yeah, I remember thinking the same thing. I remember thinking, oh no, I did things the right way. No, I didn't. Because at the end of the day, all of it is unethical.
Always tried to glorify God in everything that we do and stay above reproach in everything that we do and help married couples everywhere we go and also be responsible, good business owners in everything we've done. And
when I hear him say that, he's talking about being a responsible business owner. But at the beginning of this, he said he was they are 1099 contracted workers through a multi-level marketing company. Now they're business owners and they try to help couples wherever they go. That to me feels like the lines are very blurred. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with helping couples. I don't know if they're certified to do that. I have no idea if they have the credentials for that. But if that's the case, that seems to me like that would be another business. This is just me as an outsider kind of looking in. That to me seems like a business. So I don't know. I'm kind of confused by that.
With this company. And so, yeah,
I just want to say too, like that we were willing and more than willing to do anything that they thought necessary for us to remedy the situation. And there was no discussion, like there was no like working with.
Yeah, well, and the thing that for me and both of us, but that is just, I can't still wrap my brain around is that we've been with this company basically our entire adult lives, 17 years. And We know all of these people, not just on the, consultant side, but also on the corporate side.
I'm going to stop him right there. 17 years with the same multi-level marketing company. And see, again, I feel like this is an example of blurred lines. When you're in multi-level marketing, you are typically taught, not necessarily all companies, but a lot of these companies will use family. This is your family. We love you. And it's conditional. It's transactional. And I think that this is probably leaning into an example of that, in my opinion. We haven't gotten there in the video yet, but that's the hard part about all of this is you think that these relationships that you have, that these people are like family. And if you leave the company, if you get out of multi-level marketing, or if you get out of multi-level marketing, you join another company or anything like that, which I hope these two don't join another multi-level marketing company. I really hope that they get away from it altogether. That's my hope every time there's a video like this. Unfortunately, the majority of the time they end up joining another MLM company. It's really, the water is murky in those relationships. So when you get out and you've had 17 years of knowing these people, seeing them at events, talking to them every day, seeing them on your live streams or seeing them at, in-person parties or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's crickets when you leave and people are blocking you, that's heavy. That's heavy. And it happens all the time.
People, we've eaten dinners at their homes and we've shared memories with them and we've gone on trips with them and we've all over the world, and doing all of that and also doing everything we could to give more than we took in everything and trainings that we've done for thousands and thousands of people for no cost for years, every Tuesday night for years. And then it ended in an email. There wasn't a phone call. There wasn't a, hey, can we talk about this?
And that's the sad part, but I think it's important that I point this out. And I know I said it at the beginning of this, but these MLM companies can essentially do whatever they want because these people don't own a business. When I say these people, I mean these two distributors in multi-level marketing. They don't own a business. They're contracted workers, and that company can end the contract whenever they want to. To me, this sounds like the company was kind of, looking at what they were doing or wanting to end their contract for whatever reason. And they were like, oh, well, no, we're done. We're not going to pay you. And your contract is terminated. You're no longer a distributor in this company. And that's the end of that. These companies can do whatever they want to do.
It's a misunderstanding. Is it not? There was not. It was in an email, both on Tuesday and then yesterday. And there still has been no contact.
Imagine having these relationships. These people that you've known for 17 years, that you see at all the events, you talk to all the time, you're emailing, or calling into corporate. And then it's like one by one, they start unfriending you or blocking you. They're not responding to emails. It's sad. It's really crappy. This is really crappy. But I think it goes to show that, in my opinion, these companies don't care about the distributors. Because if they did, number one, they wouldn't be a multi-level marketing company. They would be a retail company, or they would be a company where they offer purely affiliate marketing, where they're only paying people to sell a product. I just think it's really sad. And I can only imagine the messages that these people have been getting from other people trying to recruit them into the next company, and we can give you a deal, and we can do this, and we can do that. I know that happened. I know that if they haven't already joined another multi-level marketing company, unfortunately, I'm sure it's coming. I hope I'm wrong.
It doesn't seem real. It seems like I woke up this morning thinking, was that a nightmare? Was that just a dream? So we love you guys. Anybody that's watching this that knows us, we love you. Just know, like I said, we still don't know at this point, even with the letter saying what we're being accused of. We can look at all those things and go, that's not right. And that's not true. And that's not so.
And we don't even know exactly what we like. They wouldn't show us anything that they said we
don't know exactly what we did. I
would imagine that the company probably emailed them and said something like, hey, you're in breach of contract for X, Y, and Z. I don't understand this. We don't even know why. I'm sure it's in the email.
Except that we were soliciting other businesses, which we don't have.
Yeah, businesses. We were soliciting our other businesses, but we don't have any other business.
Well, were you reaching out to people and offering what I assume to be marriage counseling? Because if that's a business, if that is something that you are collecting money from, that would be considered a business, right? So I wonder if they solicited somebody in the same multi-level marketing company for like marriage counseling or something, and that was a breach of contract.
So anyway, we just wanted to shoot this video because we know that once this news gets out, there will be a lot of questions. And so we just wanted to get in front of that to where we just don't want to be slaves to our phone for the next week or 2 or 3. And those of you that know us, you know our heart, you know who we are, you know what we stand for. And God's going to carry us through. I'm confident that God's going to carry us through. And but yeah, I'm glad that we're getting to tell you this, because in these situations, who knows whatever comes out, and it doesn't matter to me.
And let me tell you what typically happens based on my experience. For example, Modere, allegedly, of course, when Jesse Lee was terminated, I'll never forget this. I feel like I should do story time. Like, I remember these little stories over time, like let me know what y'all think, like a get ready with me reel or a TikTok video where I'm getting ready and I'm telling some of these stories. Let me know by putting put like a book emoji or something in the comments if that's something that you would be into. But I remember being on a call, and if I remember correctly, I think it was Justin Prince that was talking about scripture on this corporate call and talking about Moses and the burning bush. And it was absolutely wild. So in my opinion, what typically happens is these companies they're probably already 10 steps ahead by the time they send that email. They probably already have notified this person's upline, some of their downline, sidelines. The top leaders in the company probably already knew what was going on, in my opinion, before these two knew they were even going to be terminated. They were probably removed from the groups immediately. It gets really ugly. And the sad part about that is these are companies and distributors in the companies that say, oh, we're family. Well, if they're family, why would you not have a conversation with them and say, well, this is what happened, and here's the evidence that we have of that, and we need this resolved. We need you to not do this. This is your warning. Put them on probation or whatever, and keep it moving. No. Because at the end of the day, I really don't think that these MLM companies care about the people in multi-level marketing. And there are really, really great people that get sucked into these pyramid schemes, unfortunately. I don't know these two. I'm not vouching for these two by any means. It's just a sucky situation. And again, like I've said multiple times in this video, I really hope this is a cautionary tale. Don't join an MLM.
But we just want to be able to talk to you guys directly. And we appreciate your prayers in advance and your thoughts. And if any of you guys ever need anything, feel free. We still want to help you in any area. So we love y'all. Thanks for listening.
Yikes. This was a wild ride, guys. Cautionary tale, sucky all around. I don't know how else to describe that, but these MLM companies, just like I've said multiple times on this video, they can do what they want. You're not your own business owner. You're not the CEO. You work for a company that has its own C-suite. And if you look at the statistics of multi-level marketing, the majority of the people that join these companies lose money or don't make any at all. You can really fine-tune this too by looking at the company's income disclosure statements. Those are typically before any expenses. So before ordering any product, before ordering a kit, before any of that stuff, the numbers are absolutely horrendous. And if these two are in Sensi, which I'm pretty sure they are, I'm going to put the Sensi income disclosure statement in the video description. Those numbers are really alarming. So yeah, don't join an MLM. If you guys loved today's video, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. It helps me get the word out so people don't join companies like this, don't get scammed. and, made to believe that they own their own business and they're really just a contracted worker and these companies can do what they want. And I don't think that these companies care about the people that are in it. That's just my opinion. Y'all can let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching all the way through, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.